Yay! I made 24 hours. Woo! So that's brilliant. Yeah. Hold on. The first thing I want to say is when I was making the other two videos, so I keep fiddling my ears today. I was confused. I thought 24 hours meant I had to go overnight, but of course it was because I stopped eating 9 o'clock last night. It's not 9 o'clock tonight, so that's now 4 minutes time. I feel a bit rushed because somebody wants a laptop, so they had to wrestle it off them to be able to make this one sort of thing. So when I was talking before, I thought I'd have to go all night, so that's why I was making a big deal about the evening thing. I forgot that because I started it at 9 last night, I don't have to, I did the easy part overnight. So I suppose because I still haven't faced that fear, either I ought to do a 36-hour, go overnight as well, which I really feel I ought to, but I feel like I've done so well in my first 24-hour one. I've got a million symptoms, which I'll talk about in a minute. Or start, do another 24-hour fast, but starting, say, at lunchtime to lunchtime, so that I have to go to bed hungry, basically, or without my food having belly, my belly having food in it. So I don't like the idea, because I've just completed a fast and I'm feeling really, really uncomfortable. Looking forward to relaxing kind of thing. It's about to say looking forward to eating, but I'm not particularly. I can still feel, I need much more fasting. There's still stuff in my top of my duodenum and stuff. My belly's still the same. I'll show you. It doesn't feel like it's budged hardly at all, but of course everything feels completely different. I mean, I've been having constant pain up here, just under my ribs. Not pain, just really uncomfortable on and off, Most of the time it's been all right. And now I've got a million symptoms, which I wasn't going to talk about straight away, but anyway, like all around my back, kind of bits of aching, coming and going, and all around the sides of, around the very top of the stomach area, and going right down to where the hips are, like bits of cramping all over the shop kind of thing, and headache, across here, not too bad, and the constant eye ache, that top of my eyeballs and stuff, that hasn't never gone away. And throat. It's right now talking. I don't know if it's lubricated, just talking, but really quite bad throat, like pressure all up here. Oh, so cool. And right down at the base, like low pressure feeling, and it's starting to get really sore actually now. I don't want to make myself ill, so that's one reason to stop now. Because normally, if I like change my diet at all, like cut some food out and stuff, I do actually get ill, cold or flu sort of thing, and I can feel, it sort of coming on, sort of stiff back in the neck, and loads of stiffness. When I made that last video, it went on for 20 minutes, and afterwards I was like, oh God, and I nearly broke the fast because, I was thinking about it, because I just felt so much tension across my shoulders, because I was pushing on, to finish it. I think I talked about that in it. And that can make me break my fast. And I really noticed, because I've been doing intermittent fasting for quite a long time, and back in May time I was trying to attempt to do longer fasts, that if I relax, it's so much easier, and go and lay down, because it would never occur to me to do that. I always push it. I've got to be productive. I've got to do stuff. But it's like so much easier. Just go and lie down, and the physical feelings that can, you can rub your belly and just go and hunker up under a blanket and maybe sleep. It's so much easier. God, but I associate fasting with physical pressure and having to push on no matter how bad you feel. I've got such horrendous associations with fasting and just in general pushing through discomfort. And everyone says you're meant to face your fears, go towards pain, in emotional self-development stuff. And I feel quite bad about myself because I don't do more of that. But because I've got this horrendous association with what happened to me when I was young, that might be why, and it's like, it's all about self-love, and forgiveness for not being this person I want to be. Could cry now. I want to get into it. Ooh. Strong feelings. I love the old, talking about feelings. Yeah, and it's really important, juncture in my life, making these videos about accepting myself and loving myself and accepting my humanness, that I'm not able to achieve all these things, push myself through pain and stuff like other people can, sort of thing. And I want to make a video saying, so you're not David Goggins, I don't know if any of you have heard of him. Look him up if you haven't. Man's the world's toughest man, because he came from, whatever, and managed to push through and to do loads of marathons and be the toughest man on earth, just about. And people read his book and they get really inspired and motivated to push past pain, push past what they've ever done before, go to failure. That's right. The Bulldog Mindset guy talked about that. He changed his life because now, once he started training to failure rather than just to where he was used to doing, or the target that he'd set, he went beyond it, and that changed his life. So now he's doing, he started actually doing marathons, whereas before he was always just training for it. So, I mean, it's a good thing that it really motivates people, but not everyone can do that kind of thing. And it's like accepting that you're not David Goggins, because, I looked up his numerology and stuff, and he's got the line of physicality, I think. And it's just like certain people have got the genetics for it, We haven't all got the genetics for that. Most people set their goals of physical exercise, don't they? That's a really common one. So it's like, don't feel bad, still try and work on the self-love, because there might be reasons for it. And because I never had any memories of what happened to me when I was young, even though I did years of flipping therapy, it wasn't until after I left therapy and I started doing a bit of work with another guy just on the phone, because I was older and I was able to handle it, the memories started coming up, So if you're really, really afraid all the time, like I was, I'd be a bit less afraid today, hopefully, don't feel so bad. There might be a really strong reason for it in your childhood that will explain everything, So you get what I mean. I think I'm getting my point across. Yeah, just to go on a bit about that a bit more, like in the last video I was saying, I felt so bad about myself for not being able to, like fast for 24 hours and not being able to resist eating before going to bed and stuff. I felt so bad, it's like I might as well go and kill myself kind of thing. It's like, how can I ever achieve anything in life if I can't push past that bit of discomfort? Because to other people it sounds like nothing, how pathetic. Just not eating before bed or something. Other people can't understand. If it's your absolute worst fear, there's a reason for it. And because I've had these memories, part of that, well, it massively explains it, yeah. But also, I don't know if it's because when I was born, I was vomiting up. I couldn't keep any food down for don't know how long. And I had to get a specialist in to look at me. So it's quite a long period after being born without any food kind of thing. And I've got a fear of vomiting as well, and I was, vomiting a lot. And apparently I might have swallowed after birth. And I can't stand the taste of blood, so I would have been vomiting up this disgusting taste of blood and stuff. So that might be why I've got that, those three things going on. Because if it's your very first experience of life, that's going to affect you the most of everything kind of thing. I've got a fly buzzing around. Maybe I'm meant to stop. Yeah, it's probably spirit trying to help me. Don't go on too much. So, there's reasons why people have these fears, and such strong emotions. They come from your childhood and stuff that happens to you. Nobody has really bad behaviour or such terrible fears for no reason. It's not natural kind of thing. It's stuff that happened to you. So to give people hope kind of thing, and try and help self-acceptance and love themselves despite everything. Before making this video, I was like feeling like, oh, I can't wait to collapse kind of thing. At 9 o'clock I can eat, have a bit of wine like I always do. And it's only a small amount, but still, sometimes I go back for 2 or 3 of those. But it's never even a small glass probably, or it might be a small glass. Typical alcoholic, isn't it? Sort of. Anyway, don't want to talk about that right now. Alcohol, and eat something, because it's like, soothing, I can calm down sort of thing. I started to feel better after I made the video sort of thing. But now I've got tense across here. When I start feeling embarrassed, I start tensing up again. But it's a really joyful feeling, like, to be able to eat after like 24 hours without. And it's like a celebration. It really does feel like that. And the people who do OMAD talk about that. That every time they go to eat after 24 hours, or 23 hours, isn't it? Because they eat for an hour and it's 23 hours fast, they feel, joyful, like it's a celebration. I really felt that earlier. I don't feel it now because I'm all tense again trying to make this video. But anyway, it's a bloke called Nun Amen Ra who's famous for, or he does this 23-hour fasting, and he studies it. He's a scientist and stuff. So he's well into it if you want to look him up. I'll put it in the description for anyone. I went out earlier during the middle of the day and I was fine. So coming back, the symptoms started to come up, the really horrible feelings. So I felt a bit stressed then. But, looking around the shops, I was fine. Oh, when I saw bananas, that was hard. When I was in Tesco's. Did I go into Tesco's or going past Tesco? I could see them in the window. That was hard. But all the stuff in the health food shop wasn't too bad. Didn't trigger me. Certain foods do. Yeah, and I was watching somebody on the video, and I think it was a mukbang. Was it mukbang? That's a stupid thing to watch, isn't it, when you try and find. But anyway, somebody was eating high-fat food. I didn't fancy that. Maybe that shows, because my body's trying to clear fat because I can't digest it very well. Whereas other foods were more triggering. I can't remember what. But, like banana. Because I'm dry and thirsty. I always fancy sweet stuff when I'm thirsty. But it does also have potassium in, which I'm possibly needing. Because, you're meant to have potassium, aren't you? But I've been having milk, and I've been having, I did put some salt in, which does have potassium, yeah. It's that K salt, they call it in the UK. It's got low sodium, it's got potassium in it. So I'll wrap it up there because it's 12 minutes, it's long enough, and somebody wants a laptop. And I'll just pause in case there's something last thoughts. Did I say that there's so many reasons why I shouldn't be fasting, which I've listed in the last video, and put some more in the description, I think, because I missed out the adrenal fatigue. I'm going to say vaginal fatigue then. God, what's that? That's not me. Hold on. Me feel so tired. Did that cut me out? It makes me feel so tired if I eat more than like the basal metabolic rate of calories, because I don't get much exercise and I'm the age I am and quite sedentary because I'm always in front of the computer. So if I eat more calories, because I'm trying to put on weight, that's it. After the adrenal fatigue, I lost all my bum and a load of muscle and stuff, and that's why I look so skinny up the top. But if I eat more food, it goes around my belly and gets bloated. Oh, yeah, and spiderweb thinking. The reason I'm bloated partly is because I ate some wheat yesterday. I had 2 lots of wheat, just small amounts, like a slice of bread that Tim had prepared, and I couldn't resist because I was really hungry because I'm doing this intermittent fasting. It was after I'd started eating, but I hadn't had much yet. And it had flora on it and mayonnaise and stuff. But anyway, I couldn't resist and I ate most of a slice of bread. And then later on in the evening he had, because it's so hard when other people have got this other food around. He had some quiches chopped up in a bowl kind of thing, and he had enough and he left it on the side. And so, and I was this was after I'd eaten, I think, and I wasn't meant to have any more. But anyway, I had some of that. It's like, I went past it like 2 or 3 times or several times and resisted, but on the last time I couldn't resist and I had some of that, so. I hope this helps people. Finally, the reason I need to fast, despite, being skinny, having adrenal fatigue and all the problems, is because it makes me tired, and it's the worst thing. I mean, was all my life I've been tired, feeling it slightly low-grade illnesses all the time, and no motivation, enthusiasm for life, and stuff like that. When I've overeaten, kind of thing, or just so that's why I have to keep my calories low, and because I have got addictions, and I have to eat every single day of my life. I mean, most people, I'm sure it's natural to go without food sometimes, and I've never been able to fast. My system's all kind of clogged up, and so if I just go over a certain amount of calories, then that's too much, even though it maybe doesn't sound like very much at all, and I can feel really tired, Like I've been making videos, I've been saying that in the morning I have to go through this period of, it's such a drag. My energy goes up and down because it's clearing the food from last night. Because it might only be up till 9 o'clock at night and I go to bed at 11, but that's too late for me, you see. I need to, that's why I'm doing the whole intermittent fasting thing, to try and chop the ends off, because I've been so scared to do a 24-hour fast, just to clear my system. And then, eventually I'll get to the point where I can eat sensibly, hopefully. I mean, whether the addiction is going to go down, I doubt it, but you never know. So, the idea is so that I can eat in the mornings, normally, eat 3 or 4 meals a day, spread out, but having reset my system anyway, and because I've done this first 24-hour fast, maybe I better do one once a month if I need it or whatever. But I just wanted to explain why I fast, even though I'm skinny and I've still got adrenal fatigue. So I hope that's clear. I'm not just crazy, doing it. There is a reason. When you felt depressed all your life, that's what I meant to say, depressed, not no enthusiasm for life, but depressed and anxious all your life, partly because you've had to sleep in the afternoons, you're always tired and stuff. I mean, food has a massive effect on me. I'm so sensitive in so many ways. Other people can just feel tired and push through, but me, it just can floor me completely. So it really knocks your confidence. And so that's why it's so important for me to eat the right amount of food and not go over certain calories, and do this fasting thing so to clear my system and that, because I need it, I really do. And clearing out your colon gives you energy as well. When I've used laxative type things, or things, natural herbal ones, not harsh ones, they make you do a giant poo in the mornings and stuff. That is really good. My energy can come up if I start clearing out my colon as well. So then I can eat more, it's not so bad. And if I take supplements to help break down food, that helps as well. So I can, my body can digest the foods that I have eaten. So, but I can't do that all the time. I can't afford to buy them and stuff. And it's not good anyway to take laxatives long term. So I think that's it now. I think I can wrap up. Hold on. I feel like saying wish me luck for some reason. That seems daft saying that for being able to do more of this, because I know that's not enough, because I can still feel the food up in the top of my belly, my duodenum. Did I say I was having cramping in the top of my duodenum? It's getting all acidic now, but I can tell I need much more fasting than this to clear my system. This is a pretty normal sort of feeling. Again, it's still solid, but then because I had wheat and that all, I'm intolerant to it and it makes my belly swell. That might be part of it. It might go completely flat tomorrow. And I've got to eat now. I was really pissed off that when I realised that 24 hours ends at 9 o'clock tonight. Because now, it's gone 9 o'clock, 20 past, and I've got to eat now. So that's a drag. I hadn't thought about that before I started. It's really strange. Yeah, perhaps I am a crazy person after all. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful, and I've definitely got massive benefit from it. I've got some insights and stuff. Maybe I'll make a post-fasting video as well, because I didn't think to talk about that, the insights I got about myself. And I saw this guy on the street, like prancing about like a fairy. It was really good. He's a street performer and stuff. I love that so much. So that's another thing to talk about another time. Insights about me and being a fairy and stuff. Okay, love you lots. Have a good night or daytime or good day, whatever. Bye for now.